So I have a question. With the pending release of iOS 14, could now be the best time to consider going full Apple? We're going to talk about it in this video. So I've been having this conversation recently with my Android users, and the conversation kind of goes that Apple's iOS 14 has made a lot of new strides in becoming more open and offering more features that Android users are kind of familiar with. So is that an indication that Android users should kind of step back and take a look at iOS as the next operating system for their next phone upgrade? And I figured I would just bring that conversation here to the community and see what you guys have to say about the subject. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, recently Apple at its WWDC conference premiered or debuted its iOS 14 operating system, which is the next iteration or next update from the current iOS 13 that's on your iPhones currently. And it has some pretty drastic changes, more changes than you're used to with an iOS update. And it brought a lot of different customizable features that people have been asking for a really long time. So you're actually looking at things like a completely redesigned home screen to include widgets for the first time. You can even have smart stacked widgets that feature the ability to give you the right widget based on time, location, and even activity. You have an app library, which is basically just an app drawer if you're used to Android operating system. Their app library is our app drawer. Improved Siri performance because Siri needed improvement. I hated that virtual assistant. It's probably one of the worst for me. So any improvements on Siri is a plus. Picture in picture, which basically again just gives you the ability to not stop watching whatever content you're currently watching while doing some other things on your phone. Watching a YouTube video shrinks to a small window and you can continue using your phone as normal. Again, something that's been on Android for a really long time. And one of the most important ones for me is the ability to now kind of set default apps to certain things, mail being one of them, so you don't have to use the default mail app on your iPhone. You can set it to Gmail or you can set it to Outlook, depending on which mail application you want to use, which is a pretty big thing for me. Apple kind of defaulted you to always use their mail app, and you can use other apps secondary. Now you can actually set your phone to default to that secondary application that you want to use. Now I'm actually going to leave a full breakdown of all the iOS 14 features in the description of this video, so you can click on that link and it'll bring you to an article that kind of explains it. I'm also going to link one of the videos we did above explaining some of the more important iOS 14 features. You can check that out as well. Now I know what a lot of Android users are going to say right off the bat, because I've heard it and I've been saying it myself, is that a lot of these new iOS features are features that have been on Android for many years. But you have to admit that Apple kind of has a knack of taking something that's been around for many years, presenting it to its users as something new, like that thing never existed over here before, and people just kind of accept it. It's just the way Apple works. But we're going to put all that aside for the moment and take a look at the question at hand. And the question at hand is, with all these new revamped customizable features with iOS 14, is it finally time for Android users to take a relook or reevaluation of iOS? And is it time for maybe some of them to jump ship from Android to iOS? For me personally, I use both operating systems, but to go full iOS, I'm like almost there. I'm like probably 80% there, but not 100% yet. So some of the features that they displayed were amazing, and some of the features they have are features I would use, but there's still some things that Android kind of offers me personally that iOS doesn't, that doesn't give me the ability to go full Apple yet. But on the other hand, there are a lot of Android users out there that kind of only use a portion of Android. And with these new features that Apple's debuted with iOS 14, I think it's time that you guys kind of sit back, take a look, and reevaluate both operating systems to see what they have to offer. A reevaluation will probably show you that they're a lot closer to the features you actually use on your operating system than you think. Like if you take me, for example, one of the things I loved about Android is the full customization of it. You can basically change any and everything on the phone that you want, but I don't use that customization as much as I used to. I love moving wallpapers, but I don't use them for the most part. But one of the things that I do love is a completely clean home screen. I don't want any kind of applications. I don't want anything at all on my home screen. I just want the bare bottom applications, and I will go to my app drawer for everything else. I know it's weird, but it's just my preference. And I don't think that iOS can give me that overall performance look that I'm looking for as of yet. They're getting pretty close to it though. Also, one of the main things that kind of deters me from switching over to iOS is that you have one company basically making the phones that you're purchasing. I like the ability to choose my device when it's time for an upgrade. Even though sometimes I kind of just default to my main device, which is a Samsung Galaxy Note, the ability to choose and the option to choose is always a great thing. OnePlus phones are just a little bit different than Samsung phones. Samsung phones are just a little bit different than Google phones. But when you go on the iOS portion of it, an iPhone is an iPhone. Sure, it may come in different flavors, but the base taste is an iPhone. You have one company to rule all, and that for me is kind of a deterrent, especially when I want choices. It's just that one company making your phones. Granted, they're really great phones, but it just can get a little boring in my opinion. But on the other hand, if you're an Android user with basically Apple products, so if you have like an iPad or a MacBook or a Mac, and the only non-tech-wise Apple product you have is your Android phone because you're sticking to it because of the past closed wall of iOS, it's probably time for you to kind of reevaluate and not be half in the ecosystem and go full Apple by replacing your Android with iOS based on which features you use in Android. Really, like, take a look at the features you use in Android, because that feature list in Android versus iOS is still apples to oranges. There's still just way more customizable features available in Android than there is in iOS. But how many of those customizable features do you actually use? Take a note of that, compare it to the new iOS 14 features, and you may see that it may benefit you to kind of go full Apple into that ecosystem. Some of you may not, but some of you may be jumping ship. And especially because I think iOS 14 actually signifies that Apple may be opening up their operating system just a little bit more by attrition. They've been a walled garden for so long. I don't think they can actually sustain that any longer. Users are now asking for more access, more customizable features. And it just seems like all that stuff that they've been blocking, they can now release to their benefit, believe it or not, because again, they'll release something that's been out for 3, 4, 5 years and people will accept it as brand new Apple technology and innovation. So I actually have 2 questions for you guys. One is for my Apple and iOS users out there. What feature are you looking forward to the most in iOS 14? What gets you excited about this brand new operating system? My second question is going to be to my Android users out there. Does taking a look at the features that are available in iOS 14 make you reevaluate jumping ship from Android to iOS, or is there still just not enough there for you to make that transition? How close are you? Like probably like 50%, 70%, or you're getting up there like me where I'm like 80% ready to go? Comment in the comment section down below this video. I'd love to know what you guys think. Share your thoughts. While you're down there, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button with that bell. That bell is actually pretty important because it's the only way you guys are going to know when we release some cool, helpful content like this one. Until next time, guys, I'm going to again share that video on iOS 14's key features. You can check that out now. And also, here's something that YouTube believes you'd enjoy watching. Again, thank you so much for checking out the video and the support. And until next time, guys, make sure to stay safe and peace out.